Hello everyone, I have got some more pennies. There is a box full of pennies. It's a much bigger box than normal, but there should be 1,000 in there as I normally order. Let's cut it open and see what we've got. Looks like it's 90% packaging. Oh, there they are. Oh, there they are. I don't want to see them. Let's hide them. So let's just cover them up. I don't want to see them until you see them. It's about there on the box. Why didn't they just cut the box down? That would have made more sense. Okay, let's move the box over there out the way and get these boards put down. Now, if you haven't seen these videos before, what I do, I search through the pennies, and at the end of the hunt, it usually takes about 8 or 9 videos, I'll give everything I put down on this board away. So we've got 1860. This is when the bronze pennies first started. Before that, they were copper. And it goes up to 1966. There's no 1967s in these batches. Please don't ask me where I get them from, because I'm not going to tell you. And I'm going to start again on these Whitman albums. So we've got an album here from 1860, and it goes all the way up to, well, it goes up to 1966 on there. So what I've done, I've emptied them out. I've put them in these drawers. We found just about everything in some condition or other. I didn't find a 1951 in a hunt, and obviously no 1967. And I didn't find some of these early varieties either, but they're so hard to tell apart unless you find them in really nice condition. So these will be priority. Once the pennies are in there, I'll put the next ones on the board, and that'll be part of the giveaway. Okay, let's grab some and get on with it, see what we can find. Right, the very first handful. Oh, I start with a Victoria. Scratch on there. 1893, not bad condition, and not a bad first find either. Let's hope this is an omen. Oh, there's an Elizabeth. Right at the other end of the scale this time, 1966. George VI there, 1949. That's one of the scarcer ones, one of the harder ones to find normally. 1949. What we got here, 1965. 1946, you're looking for a little dash, like a little dot after the E. There's a scratch there, but it's definitely not what we're looking for. Let's have a closer look at that. No, there's a little mark there, but it's just a scratch. It's not what we're looking for. Best thing to do is go and get one of mine, and I can show you. And there we are, there's the one I've just found on top, and there is the one you're looking for. A little dot like that, a little apostrophe after the 1. So this one is definitely not it. And they're selling for an average price of around £30 at the moment. So let me put that over there. Don't want to get it mixed up, and we'll carry on with these. Okay, 1897. Looking for a little dot again between the O and the N. It's very rare though to find one of those. And you're also looking for a high tide version. The common one is a low tide, and that's a low tide one. 1912, no mint mark. I think it's harder to find 1912s without a mint mark. Just make sure. Yeah, no mint mark on that one. So that will be George V. Another George V there. What we got here, 1919. Look for a mint mark on that as well. You can find a H for Heaton or a KN for Kings Norton. But sadly, no, that's just a plain one. Oh, there's an Irish penny. That's the Hen and Chicks by Percy Metcalfe. PM there, look, just down there, you can see the PM. Just there, Percy Metcalfe. That's not bad condition. Oh, 1937, that's older than I thought it would be. 1937, that's very nice. Right, 1944. 1964. Another Victoria there. What's that, 1886? 1886, yeah. Not too bad. Let's hope the whole lot's going to be as good as this. There is another George VI, and that is 1940. Now with the 1940, the exergue line, which is the line above the date, you can find a double line or a single line. And you can clearly see there's a double line there. Slightly more common. A single line is a little bit harder to find. But that's not too bad. What do I do with the other ones? There are a few more to go in this handful. Oh, 1936, and that's a nice condition. That's a nice condition, 36. 65. Another 65, shiny one. And the last one in the handful, 1894. So that'll be a young head Victoria. That's the last of the young heads. Some people call it bun head, but it's actually the official term is young head. And the older one is a veil head. Right, not too bad. Let's get them in place. Okay, 66. At least I can show you the mintage figures as well. Look, 165 million plus of those. There is a place for a 67, but unless I find one in these hunts, I won't be putting one in there. And I hope I don't find one, because there's not supposed to be any. 65, 121 million of those. 1964, 153 million. I will upgrade these if I find better ones. And the 1949, a much lower mintage figure, 14.3 million. Big difference there. And look at the 1950, only 240,000. I've only ever found one 1950 in these hunts. Let's hope we find another one today. I've got a 1946, nearly 67 million of those. 1944, 42.6 million of that one. And 42 million for this 1940. That's quite good condition, that one. And this 1936, even better condition, but look at that massive mintage figure. There's a 1919, that's a common one, no mint mark. Got a 1912, this has got no mint mark on it, 48 million. But it's estimated that more exists now with the H mint mark on because people held them back. They didn't let them get melted down. So even though it says 16.8 million there, there's probably more in existence than the 1912 without the mint mark. I hope you understand that. Now we're back to Victoria, 1897. 20.7 million of those. 1894, that was quite a good find. Only 3.8 million of those minted. 1893 as well. Just over 8 million of those. And the last one for the album in this handful in 1886 with 6 million minted. The only duplicates we got were 1965. We've got 3 of those. I think that one's slightly better. So that can go on the board. And we got this Irish one, 1937. Now I don't collect any foreign coins at all, so that'll be part of the giveaway. So in this column here, I'm going to put any foreign coins, any Commonwealth, any territory coins, and they'll be part of the giveaway. So let's put that Irish one at the top there. Oh, wonder what we're going to find. Right, let's get some more. Okay. There's another 1919. I don't think it's got a mint mark. No, so that'll be one for the giveaway board. 1944. George VI. There's George V. Another 1919. It's probably slightly better. What we got here then? 1921. 1930. Grubby around there, but not too bad. 62. Elizabeth. There's a Victoria. And that's a 1900. A little bit worn, that one though. There's a 1915. You can get what is called a recessed ear, 1915. Well, that's a common one. There's George VI. 1946. Let's have a little zoom in on there. No, it's another scratch in the sort of right area, but it's not the one we're looking for. No. There's another George VI, and it's another 1944. Victoria, 1900. There's Edward the 7th, and that's a 1902. Is that a low tide? No, it's not. You see the level of the tide comes to where Britannia's legs cross. That's the way I like to think of it. See where the legs cross, that's the level of the tide, so that's a common high tide version. Oh, there's a foreign one. What's this? Napoleon III, 1856, so that'll be French. Oh, it's a little bit worn. So 10 centimes. There's an A there, mint mark. I found quite a few of these in the hunts. Usually a little bit better condition than that. It's 1856. Yeah, 1856. Oh, that's another one for the giveaway board. That's a bit tatty. That's another 44. We've got a 1965 again. Well, there's a halfpenny, Victoria. A little bit battered. 1899. Read the date clearly. And the last one in this handful is another 65. 1962, 157 million of those. 1930, we've got 29 million of that one. 1921, nearly 130 million of those. 1915, 47,310,807. 1902, nearly 27 million. Last one for the album in this handful, 1900, is 31,700,000. Now I've got a few for the giveaway board. Right, 1946, 244s. I think that one's slightly better. Put that down there. We've got here as a 1919. There's another 1919, wasn't it? But I think that one was better. There's a 1900, which can go down there. There's a, that's that 10 centimes from France down there, and the halfpenny down there. If you want to know how to win everything down here, stay tuned. I'll tell you a little bit later on in the video. Loads left in there. Okay, here we go. They've got a 1918. I don't think there's a mint mark on that one. They come with an H or a KN mint mark. That's just the common one. 1927. George V. Not too bad. Oh. Is that a French one? Yeah, 10 centimes. Yeah, French. Can we get a date off it though? 1891. I think that's a one. Yeah, 1891. A lot of these came over because they would be worth less than a penny, so they're brought into the country and palmed off as a penny by servicemen, tourists. That's why so many of them are around. I remember lots of them being about, lots of foreign coins. 1891, one for the giveaway. There's a 1908, Edward VII. And what we got here, 1921, George V. Oh, still getting different ones. What's this, 1938, George VI this time. Oh, kangaroo, that's Australia. 1951, Australia, penny. There's George VI. Now, I think I'm right in saying there's a Melbourne mint and a Perth mint. And if there's a little dot after the word penny, which there is, so this is Perth. I think this is the Perth mint. Not too bad. I really like that design. Simple, but it's really good. Nice. Victoria. That's another 1900. That's another 64. Another 44. That's another 1915. A bit dirty along there. Is it recessed ear type? Nope. Oh, that's a bit battered, isn't it? Oh, God. Yes, it definitely is. What on earth is that? So he's been scratched along the floor and then probably done a little bit of circulating. Oh, looks better than some modern coin designs. 1920. I'll put that to one side. I won't put that in the book or anything. Right. 1935. George V. There's another 1920. Not a rare type. 1910. Edward VII. And last one in this handful is... it's another 1900. Victoria. Okay, 1938, 121 million. 1935, a little bit scarcer, 56 million. 1927, nearly 61 million. And 1920, a lot of those, 124 million. 84 million of the 1918. And the two Edward VII ones, 1910, which is 29.5 million, and the 1908, 31.5 million. And a few for the giveaway board. We've got 1915, 21, and 1964. And another French one there, 10 centimes, and the Australian one, 1951 penny. Let's carry on. Okay, another 1919 there, and it's got no mint mark on it. George V. There's another George V. Oh, there's a scratch on there. 1921. Got that one. There's the Edward VII, and that's a 1904. That's another new one. 1930 this time. King George V. There's a 62. And an 1895. Oh, a bit of a chunk off the top there. That happened a long time ago. But you're looking for the wide gap between the trident and the P. But that's just the 1mm narrow gap one. So that's a common one. There's a shiny one. What's that? 65. I think that's an upgrade for the board straight away, isn't it, down there? Got a good one in the book, didn't I? So let's upgrade that straight away. I'll remember. There we go. Okay, what we got here? Another 1964. 1932. Another George V. Another new date. 1919 again, but there's no mint mark on there. Nope. No, the common one. 1912, and we've got an H mint mark. Quite easy to find the 1912, the H mint mark. H4 Heaton, Ralph Heaton and Sons in Birmingham made that. That's another one for the book though. And there's a 1934. 1915, is that going to be a recessed ear type? No, that's a common one. And there is going to be a Jersey coin. Yep, that's to commemorate the liberation of Jersey in 1945. Now that wouldn't have been minted in 1945, that would have been minted in, if I can remember correctly, 49, 50 or 52. Those 3 years, and not 1945. Another George V, then another 1921, and we got here another 1963. I said another 63, but that's the first one we found, isn't it? 119 million of those. 1934, 13.9 million. 1932 up there, just over 8 million. And there's the 1912 with the Heaton mint mark. There's the 1904, 12.9 million. Now the 1895 Victoria, bit of damage on it. Only 5.3 million, but let's hope we find a better one than that. And for the board, we've got a 62, a 1930, and the Jersey one, which I'll put down there. So, what do you have to do to win everything I put down on this board? Well, it's completely free. All you've got to do is comment on these videos. I don't know how many there'll be on this batch. There's quite a lot, and I'm doing the albums as well, so they're probably going to be, it might be 8 or 9 videos. Comment on each of those videos. Make sure you're subscribed. Click the like button too. That's crucial. Do that now, please. Thank you very much. Then what I'll do, I'll pick a video at random when I've finished sorting out these pennies. I'll pick a comment from that video using the YouTube random comment picker, and that person will win all this lot down here. But it gets quite full. Let's hope it does this time as well. But I am prioritising these, so let's grab another handful and carry on. We've got another 1919, but no mint mark. Come on, we're finding lots of 19s, but no mint marks. Edward VII, 1907 this time. I think we need that one. There is another 1920. Oh, it's a bit battered. Someone's been shooting a rifle or something at it. Probably not. Okay, 1945. Another George VI. We need that one. There's a 1938. Another George VI. What's this one? Another 1938. Another 1902. Is that going to be? No, that, as you can see, is the common high tide version there. Not the low tide, which you're looking for. There's another 1919. Just zoom in there to make sure. No, nothing there. 1920, a few of them found now. There's a 1922, just looking for the rare version. And no, that's a common version. The rare version of this 1922 penny, I would really love to find it. Well, let me show you what to look for. Now, we just had a look at the trident. Let's have another look. And you can see the middle prong of that trident is touching the bead. It's touching the tooth around the edge. Now, the rare version, which is known as reverse C, I'll put an image on the screen there. So it should be there now. And if I zoom into the trident, you can see it's not touching the bead. There's a clear gap. So if you find a 1922 penny, that's the easiest way to look to see if you've got a rare version. And that's sold. One sold for £3,900 2 years ago. So definitely worth looking out for. Freeman's coin catalogue estimate there's between 6 and 15 out there somewhere. So definitely worth looking. Yep, that's one of my dream finds, is a reverse C 1922 penny. Not that one though, sadly. So now we've got 1908 again. So that would be Edward VII. There's George V. What's that? Another 1930. 64. Another Edward VII. Oh, another 1902. Oh yeah, look, clearly a high tide. That's not what we're looking for. George VI. 1939. I think that's the first 1939. And 1907. Going back to that 1922, I found one here that sold at London Coin Auctions, June 2021, £3,900. And you can see there, the middle prong is not touching the bead, or the tooth. Okay, let's add them. We've got a 1945, 79.5 million. And there's a 1939, 55.5 million. There's the 1922, 16 million of that one. And 47 million of the 1907. Back to the board, we've got a 1907 there, 1938. What's this one in my hand? 1902. There we go. 1920 and 1908. Where's that? Up the top there. These are filling up nicely. But nothing in the 1860 to 1880 album yet. One more handful for this video, I think. Don't want it to go on too long. Right, oh, look at that. A shiny jersey. 1/12 of a shilling. 1066 to 1966. That's to commemorate 900 years since the Battle of Hastings. Oh, that's a cracking condition one as well. Fantastic. Right, 1932, George V. What's that? 62. Already got that. 1917. It's quite a common one, but we're still looking for that one. Another one, and that's a dirty one. 1919. It's got an H mint mark. Ah, oh, look at the state of that. Oh, I don't really want to clean that off. I won't damage it. Is it paint? I can't really see what it is. Is it coming off on my finger? Not really. Oh, that's a shame. So 1919 with the H mint mark. Oh, it's a pity. Right, 1905. King Edward VII. 1884. little bit more worn. 1884 though. That is another nice find. And another 1920 there though. 1929. And there's a 27. Grubby. What we got here? Another 1900. Finding them. 1906. Don't think we've got that one yet. We do the 7th. Another old one. 1892. It's quite a common one, but it is still the young head Victoria. Dirt all over there. Look at that. I think that'll just rub off though. Not too bad. There's a, what the hell is the shape of that? 1918. Oh, it's not a mint mark, is it? No, that's good. Odd shape, that one. Probably been put on the railway lines or something. Two more. I've got a 1914. I think that's another one we're looking for. And the last one is another 1918. But it's not a mint marked one. Let's get these in the album. 1929 of 49 million. Now the mintage figure for the H and KN of the 1919 is that one there. That's for both of them. I've got an individual mintage figure which I'll put down there. Now this is the dirty one, isn't it? 1919H. I'll put it that way up and that'll remind me that needs replacing. 1917, 108 million of that one nearly. 1914, 50.8 million. Couple of Edward VII. This one is 1906, yeah. 37, nearly 38 million of that one. And the 1905, a little bit scarcer at 17.8 million. Now we've got Victoria 1892, 10.5 million. And the 1884, 11.7 million. And for the giveaway board, we've got 1932, 1927, 1918, and the jersey one. I can go with the other jersey one. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. That's long enough, nearly half an hour for this video. That's part one, and I'll see you in part two.